You got to think about it like gambling, okay? You need to walk into the casino, Zuckerberg, okay? First of all, let me tell you something. Sergey Brin pulled up right across the street from where I lived in my penthouse at the time.
I saw this video.
In a fucking $450 million yacht. I Googled it and I found out it was one of 3 of his yachts, okay? So when you walk into the fucking casino of the Google boys or of Zuckerberg, it's like, just understand, first of all, they're not that rich for some random reason. They are God tier levels of turning money into more money for businesses through these systems they've developed for people, okay? They're tremendous at their jobs. Second, you don't walk into a casino over leveraging yourself. That is rule number 1. You don't ever do that. You walk into the casino with a gambling budget that you're happy to vaporize, that you just chalk up as like, I had some fun tonight, you know, got some drinks, got to play some games with my boys, you know, and then you leave the casino even if you vaporized the money, it didn't financially burden you. In an advertising perspective of that same logic, you are literally walking into the casino, you just don't get to smoke cigarettes unless you're doing it at your desk, and you don't provide you alcohol, right? But you can do that again at your desk if you want. You sit there, you have data that you acquire that enables you to see what you did wrong and improve upon it like the fucking casino doesn't tell you, here's where you fucked up, right? Zuckerberg and the Google boys will tell you, here's the data and what specifically was contracted that you need to improve upon. So even if you technically lose money, when you walk back into the casino again, you get to improve upon something that they transparently told you about you were fucked up with that prevented you from making the money. In addition to that, you don't gamble an aggressive amount of money. You gamble something like the painter did. Like the painter, I would never encourage somebody to only spend 10 bucks a day, but like, he didn't get that advice from me. He just fucking went in there and did that shit himself because it's easy enough for him to go in there and do. He went in there with a small budget, okay? 300 bucks a month. And that's what his gambling budget was. You have an amount you can realistically just throw at the platform that is a gamble, that if it worked would open up a whole new customer acquisition camp.
Do you have, is it just
turning money into more money, right? So you're charging $7K one time, or do you have a recurring component to what you do?
No, we charge a back end, 10% of base salary.
Okay, so moral of the story is you could realistically, in your example, and this is very important to note, okay? In like a worst case scenario for you, you could have a $7,000 cost of acquiring a customer, maybe you lose a little bit of money on commissions. And as long as you're actually like, again, clear on how much you're gonna make on that 10% of the back end and when you make it, justify spending all the way up to that amount. Or any amount, like I said, that would realistically make you break even, factoring out other costs.
Refunds, etc.
In a real base scenario, it's like, well, you might spend like $1,000 to $3,000 acquiring a customer in that example, have profit on the front end acquiring that customer, and have the back end on top of that that just increases profitability as time passes by, right? It's like you haven't opened up that channel yet because back to your traits and characteristics you seek absolute certainty before you move on something, okay? If you just went in there with the gambler's mindset of, I'm walking in the casino, this is my gambling budget, if it vaporizes, it is what it is, I'm having fun there's no crying in the casino, you just have fun, right? You just have fun and you acquire data, you reflect on it.
It's haram in Islam.
Right, it's like, think about what I'm saying. You just sit down and you try it and you're buying a new revenue channel. That's how you have to reframe it for yourself. Because right now, you're a one-legged stool, right? I could come up and just bop, and you're fucking cooked, right? Your email goes down, like your deliverability goes down, like you better have a fucking multi-email backup system.
We do.
I hope you do.
We have a bunch
but again, it's like, think about this. That's a one-system business, so one-channel acquisition business. This could be another channel, plus there's more than one ad channel, right? So again, you reframe it to, I'm investing in opening up a new revenue channel. I'm gambling, right? And I'm trying to turn money into more money. And in a best case scenario, I'm extremely profitable on acquiring customers on the front end, and I get a way to turn the faucet up or down in real time relative to the ad spend I can dish out. It's pretty cool.